Oh, what do we have here? Are you new? Yes, you're new, aren't you? Huh. You got a new friend. Yeah. Yep, you're the new mom girl, aren't you? You're the new mommy. New mom. Hey squirrel, what are you doing up there? Huh? What are you doing? How'd you get up there? Huh? Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is Organic Dairyman. Welcome to my channel today. Today is Wednesday, September 11th. And yeah, I hope everybody's day is or has been going good or is off to a good start. We just got done feeding in the barn a little while ago. And now I'm just loading up for the dry cows. And yeah, we got a little more rain last night, not much, but a little bit more. Just, I don't know, maybe a couple tenths of rain. I don't even know if we got that. It wasn't a lot, but. And then there was a tornado down in Sioux Falls, South Dakota last evening. I don't know what the size of the tornado was, but it was in the dark, so I'm sure it freaked out a lot of people. Yeah, Sioux Falls is a couple of hours south of us, so if anybody's wondering where it is, it's the largest city in South Dakota. If you're not familiar with Sioux Falls, and yeah, so they had a little tornado. Nobody was seriously injured that I know of, that I heard anyway. So I do have some friends and relatives that live down there, but I haven't heard any bad things, or super bad things anyway, so could have been worse, at least it wasn't. So anyways, what are we up to here today other than doing the feeding chores? Well, I think we're going to try and move some calves around, at least that's what we're planning on to do, but plans can always change. We'll see, but everybody's got to get moved up to another lot because there's some heifers that need to get moved out of that lot. That lot that's over there, they're getting to the point where they could almost be, we could start breeding them, so they need to get moved out of there. So, and the guy that was working on the carburetors for us, he called this morning and he's almost done with them. So maybe another day or two, maybe by the end of the week he'll be all done with the carburetors. The one carburetor he's done, he had to paint it up, he said. But the other one, he had to do one more thing to it, probably paint that one up too, and then he'll be done with it. So he said the tractor should run great when we get it on there. So the pony engine should run great in my tractor when I get the other carburetor on there. So it'll be nice. So yes, we will see what happens here. What happens the rest of the day. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So yeah, hopefully we don't get any more rain. We don't really need any more, but I know I'm sure we're gonna get some more. But I guess there's people that are dry, so I just wish the rain would go where it was needed, not come here where we don't need it right now. We did need a half an inch of rain, didn't hurt anything, but you know, this it's getting to the time of the year where too much rain is, you don't really need it. But anyways, I gotta keep moving here, and I'll check back with you here later and see what happens.
Well, Sylvester, what is it?
Okay, I just got done loading up the feeder wagon for the milk cows here, and well, I don't think that moving the calves around is going to happen today. So anyways, I'm here in the hay shed, and this is one job that I keep forgetting about to do, and I'm thinking of it right now, and so I'm going to get it done. I just need to take these bean meters off of here, get the finger pickups back on here, and then put the boxes back on the planter, put the covers back on, and yeah, so yeah, I need to get this job done, and it's just, well, there's nothing else much to do. Well, there's other things I could do here too, but and then when I get done with this, there's something I want to show you with that hydraulic pump that I found out that I was working on in the previous video. So, but first we'll get this job here done, then I'll go show you what I found out about that hydraulic pump. Okay, I got done with that corn planter for now. Well, the boxes are back on anyways, and yeah, so that's done. And anyways, I wanted to show you, I was in here last night after chores, and I was just kind of looking around at this thing, and I was trying to get it apart. And anyways, I was looking at the back side, and you know, I was just noticing, well, this is where there was there were bolt holes here, bolt holes there, and obviously that's a dowel pin. And I don't know, I was just kind of looking, and you know, there's got to be another bolt here somewhere. Because if you look on the back side and you look right here, there's something else. No, right here. There's something else right here. So anyways, I took this thing off, and then you look right here. Yes, there's a bolt. Yep, so there's one more bolt, and then this thing will come apart, because I was trying to push it apart and I just could not get it. So anyways, yeah, that's why it won't come apart. So I got to take that bolt out, and then this thing will come apart. So that's what I'm going to do here, is take that bolt out and get it apart, and then I'll get back with you, and then you can see what it looks like inside there, or what's all inside of it anyways. Okay, as you can see, I got it apart. It's like, I just had a hunch that it just seems like I tried pushing it apart last night, and it's just like, you know, if it's not coming, there's probably a reason why it's not coming. It's not coming apart, you know. So I just thought I better just investigate, and so yeah. So this is what the gear pump looks like. Excuse me. I'm sure if you know, you haven't seen what it looks like inside one of these, now you know. But yeah, it's just gear. There's not the wear in it, there's not really much wear in there. It just looks like they put a shellac compound on here when they put it together. I suppose I'll have to get some of that shellac compound and put that back together with. But other than that, the bushings don't look too bad. They look pretty good. I don't see any like excess wear. The only place that I'm a little, there's well, that looks like that's a normal lip there. I think it's a normal lip. But as far as like where the seal goes, there's a little bit of wear on this thing, but I don't know where you would get a new one of these things. I don't know where you could get a new one, but that shaft has a little bit of wear on there. Not much you can do about it, but the end of this one has, it's not too bad. It's a little tiny little bit of wear. It's better on this end than it is on that end. But yeah, like I say, this must have just been an aftermarket deal that John Deere came out with. But yeah, I got the seals out so you get the part number for these. I think I just go to the auto body, or not auto, the auto parts store and see if I get one like these. Get these seals because of John Deere. I'm sure you could get it from them, but you know how John Deere is. Just because they put it in a little bag or a little box that says John Deere on it, they can charge more for it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go to the auto parts, try the auto parts store first and see what they get. It'll be cheaper. So I got that apart, and so there's not much else here to do. So I think I'm going to I'm going to go out and do a review on that T6.180, if that one person was wondering. So I'm going to go out and do a review on that, I think, here quick to finish up this video. Otherwise this video ain't going to amount to much today, because it's just kind of a really slow day. It started out sunny this morning, and then it just got cloudy again. I don't know, they said it's supposed to rain again, or a chance to rain, but we'll see. So I'll go out there and do that, and then I'll so I'll get back in just a second here. Okay, everybody, I'm going to do that review on the Newholland T6.180. Somebody requested it, so I thought I'm just going to finish out this video doing the review. So yeah, so anyways, this is a 2017 model Newholland T6.180. Everything that we got was, I mean, the loader was brand new. It is a Quaker loader, so it's not a Newholland loader. And obviously it's got DEF, so you have to run DEF. It is a horsepower on here is 145, 6-cylinder. I think it's, well, it's a Fiat engine in here. And this tractor is not it is not a full power shift. It is a partial power shift. You got it where you got a high range and a low range. I'll show you in there in a little bit. It's got rear wheel weights on it, and I guess you can see the back. Yeah, so this is the back, but we'll go on the inside here, and I'll get you all the specs for the engine. We've had this tractor now for like the last, actually 2 years. It'd be about 2 years this month we bought this thing, and yeah, so far I really like it. Obviously there's some minor issues, some little tiny things that don't like about it, but yeah, here is, this one is, you got to plug in here for the engine, the transmission. So yeah, you just plug your cord in there. And I apologize for this thing not being clean. I would like to do a video of it when it's all cleaned up sometime, but I don't know when that's gonna ever happen, when we'll ever get it cleaned up. Hopefully this fall. But yeah, so I apologize if it looks a little bit messy, but yes. So anyways, we'll I'll get you the exact specifics of the engine here too in the book. I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna look in the book here. So in the book it says This thing, it can boost up to 165 horsepower, so it's 145, so it can boost. 4 valves to obviously turbocharge, intercooled. The bore is 4.1 inches, or for all the millimeter people. Stroke is 5.2 inches. Displacement is 274 inches. And compression ratio is 17 to 5. 5 orders 1342. Or no, excuse me, that's the 4.6 cylinder 5. That's over here. And rated low idle valve. We don't need to know all that stuff. But yeah. So, anyways, we got that done. And what I mean by a partial power shift, you got your high range. Let me move the lever here. That's high range, low range, and let's just start it up here so everybody can see. The radio was off. Put the fan off so it's quiet. Rev it up here. Okay, so now we got one thing I should tell you too, like right now it's in 5th gear. If you want to go down, there is another button right here. So when you're going to go back down, you have to take and push this button and that button at the same time. So I'll do that. And it goes down. So you just have to do it whenever you get to that. So it will go up to 5, and then it won't go. Oh, I guess it does that. It does it when it's in gear. You do have to push that button. When it's not in gear, apparently you don't. So it will go all the way up to 8, and then you got to put it in high range, and then it will go up to all the rest. I guess you got to do the same thing. Well, it won't do that here, but it will go all the way up to all the gears. Let me try that here. It won't do that. Oh, it won't do it stationary, so I can't show you that stationary, but it goes all the way up to what is it, 16 forward speeds there. So that's your, and this is for your loader. I'm gonna shut this off because I don't need it on to explain the rest. Obviously this here is your shuttle lever, forwards, backwards, neutral. This is your hazards. This is your control center. I've tried several times to get, this is for your slip. I cannot get that to work. I don't know why that doesn't work unless you gotta have your, I can't get it to work. There's a few buttons on here I can't get to work. But the rest of them I can get to work. And I don't know too, it's supposed to have this turnaround feature here where you push that button, like if you're doing some job, like you get 3-point hitch or whatever, you hit that and it'll raise that thing up every automatically. I don't know if it works in this tractor or not. It doesn't show it. They're supposed to highlight it up in there, but it doesn't show it, so it might not. They might just that they just have it on here, but it might not be a feature in here. So, and like I say, this is what moves your hydraulic or your loader tractor up and down. This is your regular hydraulics. There is like a timer deal you can set on here. I haven't played around with it too much. It's just kind of it's like the same thing in the TG210, where you just time the hydraulics. Obviously, I'm sure you have to look up there when you do it. It will show up, and you time it for so long to raise your implement up and down. You got 1, 2, and 3 hydraulics. This lever here is only if you don't have the loader on here. Like you could use this lever here to run the rear hydraulics if you don't have a loader. Once they put the loader on there and they hook it up, it automatically will disable that function, so you will not be able to use this lever for the back hydraulics. You have to use this. And I would say this is the PTO. This is an auto thing for the PTO. I have not figured this out yet. I've tried playing around with it, and I just haven't been able to figure out exactly. Maybe somebody else knows how this works, but I just haven't figured it out yet. I haven't played around with it a lot, just a little bit. And over here you have buttons here. This is to set your engine speed. Like if you want it to idle at a certain speed, or you want it to rev up to a certain speed, and then you set it with this, and then you and then you use this one here, like this is engine speed like 1 or engine speed 2. You hit that, so that's, you can set your engine speed with that, which I already have done. I figured that out. Your differential, you got auto, and then your lock, you got your auto mechanical front wheel drive and your lock front wheel drive. This lever does not do anything to my knowledge. So, and here you've got all your controls under here for your 3-point, your draft, the rate of how fast you want it to drop. This is your draft control. This is like what setting you want it to set at, how far down you want it to drop. So you've got all that there. That's your throttle. And then you have this over here too, is another spot you can set it, your 3-point, to go whatever way you want it. You can raise it up or down with this lever, or you can raise it up or down with this lever too. So you got more than one option for raising your 3-point hitch up if you're doing 3-point work. This is your windshield wiper. So that's fast, slow, off. Whatever you do on these, do not flip it up all the way up, because it will blow the fuse. For whatever reason, it shorts something out, and your fuses are located right under this cover here. So that's where they are. That's where you hook up your computer, your lights. This does not do anything. This is your lock if you raise up the loader and you need to lock the hydraulic so it don't settle. This is what you use to lock it. And you got your lights. You can shut all your lights off if you want. Your climate control things here. Your radio. A power outlet. And minus those chips. And you got your roof up here. You can open that up if you want. Sunshade. And your lights on the side there if you can open the cab. Cigarette lighter if you smoke. This is some other power outlet here, dealy bobber thing. And your instructor seat, your buddy seat, your parking brake, seat belt, and I guess these is an air seat here too. You got controls for your air seat or your seat. You can swivel it however you want it, whichever you want to do with it, you can do that. And what else? Oh yeah, and you got a foot throttle if you like your people with foot throttle. Okay, one thing I always found out too is when you start this thing up, it's best to let the wait till the lights all go out and then start it up. It seems like if you don't do that, the engine kind of lags a little bit, and then all of a sudden it takes off and it goes. It just kind of sluggish if you don't do that. It's just like the computer's got to warm up. But yeah, here's that engine speed thing. See, it automatically revs up by itself. So, and then if you want to just pull the throttle back to cut it out, or hit the button again. And yeah, so obviously the window opens up back here. That's the only window that opens, but you have two doors that open, and this door will open like that. So yeah, other than that, that's pretty much how it works. That's not too difficult. Oh yeah, the seat, or there's a steering wheel, there's a button here. You pull that out and that raises it up. This will go up or down if you want it to, however you want to do it. Your lights are right here. You just click those on or off. Your blinker right or left. And you got your vents. One of the things that kind of annoys me about this tractor is the fact that if it's in park and you move the shift lever here, what it will do is it will go beep, either forwards or reverse. It will tell you. But one thing that I found out, which is a flaw in the system, is if you have the clutch in and you push this lever ahead, it will not go beep, and you let the clutch out, the tractor will just all of a sudden jerk, and then you quick push the clutch in. I don't know why they didn't make it so when you have it in park and you push the clutch in and you move this lever ahead or backwards, why it doesn't beep. Because sometimes you do forget to take that out and you push the clutch in and you have it in gear and you let it out and you don't realize the parking brake is on and you let it out and the truck goes, just jerks like that, and you quick push it back in and stop, and then, you know, and I don't know why they didn't do that, but that's what they did. That's one of my biggest things, my biggest pet peeves about this tractor is that I don't like about it. But if, you know, like I say, if you put it in gear or like that, and you don't have the clutch in, then it will beep. But like I say, it's kind of one of the biggest pet peeves. We have had trouble sometimes, like with this thing, something will stick in here just for a little bit, and the loader will just keep going up, and then when it does that, I just go back here and quick hit that, and it'll stop from doing it, and it'll reset it, and then it will work just fine. It doesn't do it very often, but every once in a great while it does it. You know, it probably does it 5-6 times every month. It probably does it, you know, and we use this thing every day still. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much most of the rundown on this thing. But you know, I like this tractor. I really do like it. I mean, I wish it was a full power shift, but that's the way we wanted it. So otherwise we could have gotten probably a full power shift model, but it would have costed more money. Or you could get a CVT. This tractor here, Newholland, offers different ranges. You know, there's a high range. I mean, you know, a fancier model, and this is like the medium range model. You can get another model that's even got less features in there. It depends on how you want it. And this is the one that we were happy with. But yeah, the one thing too with these, we always found out if you're moving up to a DEF model that burns DEF, it's better to idle them around 1200 RPMs, because otherwise the DPF filter, you will plug that. I heard it's like $3,000 to replace it, so you don't want to plug it. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not going to compare this to a John Deere, because I'm not even going to try, because I've never run a John Deere. Like a 6145R, I think, would be the John Deere equivalent. And I'm not even going to bother comparing it to John Deere, because John Deere's has a lot more bells and whistles in it and whatnot. And quite frankly, I don't care to have all those bells and whistles in there. What we have in this tractor is just fine. I like it. So, like I say, it just depends on, you know, what floats your boat, you know. But yeah, your engine oil is right here. You check that. You can get in there. It's a little cumbersome, but it's got a pop-up hood on there. One thing that I would complain about too, about this Quaker loader, and this is the grill guard. I wish they would have put it out a little bit more, because you can't pop the hood up unless you take this one bolt out and flop it down. So that's the only thing I wish that it extended out a little further so you could pop the hood up, but otherwise you can't pop the hood up. But the lights on this thing are awesome. I think they have John Deere beat on the lights, though. I really do think, because the beams cross each other a little bit, and that really makes a big difference. And of course they got the cat's eye in the front, which that's Newholland's thing. This thing turns, you know, it doesn't turn as short as the TG210, but it turns okay. I like the mechanical front wheel drive on here. You can get through quite a bit with this thing. But, you know, we're coming from a 1965 power shift 4020. That's what we had before this, though. This tractor is a luxury. It's got AC and a heater in it, and it's got a cab on it. You know, it's not just a windbreak. It seals up tight. So anyways, I hope I answered anybody's questions about these, but I like it. My brother likes it. I definitely wouldn't go back to a power shift 4020, but but like I said, I'm not even going to compare this to a John Deere, because, you know, the John Deere people, they love their green, and I don't think I'm going to persuade them to go switch from a John Deere to Newholland. I mean, John Deere people, I've found out, people that are hardcore John Deere people, you're not going to change their mind on. They're gonna, you know, it's a tough sell. This tractor fit our price range, and that's why we got it. John Deere's is too expensive, and when it comes to money these days, you got to do what you. And I can't afford a John Deere. That's all. We couldn't afford one. That's all we know. So, anyways, like I said, if you have any more questions, be sure to drop down in the comments section below. And yeah. So, anyways, guys, I gotta go, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. If this weather's gonna be the same crappy weather, but I gotta go to town tomorrow and get those seals for the hydraulic pump and get that fixed. So anyways, I gotta go, so don't forget to please like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Organic Dairyman. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good evening, take care, and I'll catch you later.